Princess Milica, born in 1335 during the reign of Emperor Dušan, came from the ruling family of Nemanjić. Her father was Prince Vratko, better known in folk tradition as Jug Bogdan, the great-grandson of the famous Stefan Nemanjić. Milica often stayed at the imperial court, where she met her future husband, Lazar Hrebeljanović, a Serbian prince whom she married in 1353. With Lazar, Milica gave birth to 8 children, 5 daughters and 3 sons. As a Christian, Milica, according to the biographer's testimony, was decorated with every virtue, reasonable, thoughtful, merciful, generous, gentle, and filled with every good nature.
After the great tragedy of the Serbian people and the defeat in Kosovo in 1389, where the Serbian Prince Lazar was killed along with all his knights and army. Milica, although she was offered to go and live in Dubrovnik with her children, chose the more difficult path. She stayed in Serbia wounded. Desolated and devastated by the killings and ravages committed by the Turks in their revenge. Faced with the collapse of the Serbian state, with unclear vision of the future brought more fear than hope, Princess Milica was forced, in addition to motherly concern and obligations, her sons were still minors, to devote herself to state affairs, where, although in very difficult circumstances, she showed exceptional wisdom. She accepted the alliance with Turkey in order to prevent Hungarian attacks on Serbia. The price the Serbian princess paid for this allowance was too great. In addition to Serbia's vassal relationship with Turkey, it also meant her great personal sacrifice. She had to marry her youngest daughter, Olivera, to the Turkish Sultan Bayezid.
Her name is associated with donations to numerous monasteries and churches. The crown of the princess' endowment will always remain the Ljubostinja monastery near Trstenik, where Milica became a nun in 1393, and as a nun, Evgenia, together with her friend Euphemia, spent the last years of her life in this monastery. Before her death, she changed her name to Euphrosyna, which is also rare for a woman to be elevated to such a high degree of monasticism. Princess Milica died on November 11, 1405, in the Ljubostinja monastery, where her relics are kept in a sarcophagus.
Kneginja Milica Street is located in Lazarevac. It is about 240 meters long. Statue of Princess Milica in Trstenik. Monument to Princess Milica in Jagodina.
Elementary school Kneginja Milica is located in New Belgrade. It bears the name of the wife of Prince Lazar and Serbian Orthodox Saint Milica Hrebeljanović. The school was founded in 1982. Golden coin. One of the books about Milica is Princess Milica. Princess Milica wine.
Nadezhda Petrović was born in Čačak in 1873. She went to a women's high school in Belgrade. She passed the exam for art teacher in secondary school. She was an extremely brave woman, educated and talented. She studied abroad, then returned to Serbia to pass on her knowledge to others. After graduating from a women's high school, she got a job as a driving teacher. She was trying to improve the living conditions of women. At that time, most women were illiterate and had no opportunities for education. Nadezhda tried to provide them with education and to open more schools for girls. In 1898, she went to Munich and enrolled in the private school of the Slovenian painter Antonescu. Her most famous painting, which she painted in Munich, is Bavarian with a hat. She was in Munich for 4 years until 1802, when she returned to Serbia and started working again as a drawing teacher.
That's when she started doing humanitarian work. She had the idea of founding a circle of Serbian sisters, which was founded in August 1903. It is a women's humanitarian organization whose goal was to collect and distribute endangered Serbian people in Macedonia. Nadezhda herself took and distributed the help.
At that time, the audience in Belgrade wasn't ready for that, which is why they criticized each other a lot. But she didn't look back on it. She believed that one day her pictures will be recognized, which is why she continued painting. She participated in the Balkan War and the First World War as a volunteer nurse. She cared about people and wanted to help everyone. Even during the wars, she didn't stop painting. Nadezhda was a war nurse until her death on April 3, 1915, invaluable from typhus. Nadezhda's work became valuable only after her death. She was then recognized as a leader of Serbian modern art at the beginning of the 20th century.